Yeah, I just did. Do you want to come say hi? Do you recognize that Viking? Have to see who was first today. It's become like a bit of a race. You're here early enough to sit on reindeer fur. Everyone else has to sit on the grass. Who are you?
I am. I don't know. I'm been here too long, so I forgot my real name.
Let's call you by your Viking name.
I am Rune.
Rune is kind of a Viking name, isn't it?
Is, maybe.
Yeah. How did your guiding? No, you didn't have guiding going today. You had the day off.
Day off today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very nice.
You got to be paparazzi.
Yeah, I took pictures of a hen party.
Yeah.
And filmed them.
That was the first time I think we've ever sold a bride.
Yeah.
So we had a bachelorette party here. Oh,
yeah.
Hi broder, it says. We had a bachelorette party today. Hi Louisa! You can come play if you want. You can come play if you want, it's YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And then they leave.
And then they leave. No, she's still there. No, we had a bachelorette party today, and they did all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
They got all dressed up in, well, they're very Viking costumes, so.
Huh? Yeah.
You can play music, yes. They like your music.
Yeah.
I would prefer it, yeah, I would love it. They get tired of babbling me, so then that's nice when you guys want to do something.
Yeah, I'm going out for a coffee first, and then I'll also come back.
Yeah, Karl, I'm going to show my embroidery in the meantime.
Yeah.
And my lack of nalbinding this week. Okay, I will turn it. Actually, I sit here for a minute. So this is how far I got on my needle binding this week, which is about 2 rows more than last week. Oh, don't lose connection, Charlotte. However, I turned off Bluetooth and everything, but just in case, I have battery pack and backup. The stick is something special. Nope, so this is the one that's being done in Mom and Stitch with the birch yarn in a pot. So if Kristen is watching, look, it didn't turn out like gutter yarn. But I deliberately have it unevenly dyed. I don't know how well you can see the uneven dyeing. I love it when it's unevenly dyed. Anyway. And then I want to make another one to go with it, which is, actually if I put them next to each other, the birch yarn in the iron pot, birch yarn in a copper pot, birch leaves, not birch yarn. You have gin. Oh. Anyway, so I think I'll make 2 hats out of those, but right now it's to the point where I can sit and do this in front of tourists. So my trick, because I can't focus when I'm talking to tourists, is to get done with all the increasing and then stick with the one in every one. And then my biggest difficult decision is remembering what stitch I was doing. But I can usually see it. I don't know if you can do that. If you look, so this is probably backwards for you, but when you're looking at behind your thumb, you've got the one loop that goes on your thumb. So if you take that away, that goes in the front of your thumb, you can see 1, 2, 3 before I have a cross there. So that means I had to go 2 behind my thumb before I hit that cross. So this is mommin'. So if you're not sure which stitch you were using last, if you know that you're tending to do 1 in front, you can count the loops behind. You take the first one away, and then you see 2 loops before it starts to cross. Does that make sense to anybody? So this is mommin', because I'm doing 2 behind and then the 1 forward. And then I can easily look in the front and see if this last yarn went through 1 or 2 stitches, and I can see that I went through 2. There's 1, 2, so it's F2. Haha, I like the yellow yarn. I usually hate yellow, but this yellow I like. It's Easter yellow I don't like at all. Then I want to dye it green, acid green. Okay, see who's here and who made it first. Albert was here, Torben, not first. I was like this close to writing first after I posted it and got it linked, but then I already saw there was 1 person waiting. They just haven't written in chat yet, so I thought I'll let them have it. It was probably Albert. So we're having beautiful weather, or you can take a look up. Ta-da-da! Sky. It's been nice, not too hot, not cold at all, but not too hot. I'm wearing a hood though because I washed my Viking dress again with all the patches in it, and let's just say I need to patch this part to the other side of me because the little hole is getting bigger and bigger, and Things are going to be exposed soon, so Viking camouflage. Alvar said he sprinted this time. No wonder you made it. As long as you beat Torben, that's all that matters, huh? Torben is in Bergen. Torben, you got to come by soon, you and Karin, because you have beer here. Some fun new ale. I caught up on all your episodes now, so I'm eagerly waiting the next one. And see how you like the crazy, weird beer I found you. TB's here from Arkansas. She's having nice weather too, somewhat similar. It's a beautiful day. Arkansas! And Charlotte is here. She's on the ferry from Austevoll. Don't you lose your link. Peruda made it. Are you still in Moscow? Yeah. Bursting with flowers, she says. She's going on vacation soon to South Africa. So I'm excited to see how that goes. And happy anniversary. She just had one. Rhonda is here from Denver. Sunny. Everybody's having sunny weather. Susan's sunny Adirondacks. Garcia's having sunny weather too. Lisa Turai. She's applied to be a Freeman. So we almost got you ready to go. You're coming tomorrow. Yay, I will be here. I might be in the office, but you can just ask and tell somebody and I'll come out. I have to do a little bit of office work today. If you want, you can go and check out vikingvalley.no on Facebook. And you can see what we did to Greg last week when we had the French here. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, 2 weeks ago now. I posted a picture of it and I think I might have started a bit of a religious debate. Oh, it's a Karl. Oh. Do you want to tell them about the religious debate I may or may not have started?
It's the inevitable thing whenever somebody brings up religion in the Viking context. I don't think it's a big deal. You are going to have this debate every time this subject comes up. So.
Yep. Well, because we have a monk in the village and we always talk about burning the monk. So we may or may not have burned the monk. There's pictures, evidence on the on Facebook. No, but apparently I can braid hair pretty well. We know that. But apparently my makeup skills are getting really good because I think people thought we actually beat the shit out of Greg. No. We put the bruises on him. It was like red and blue and a little bit of black mixed in together and just dab it with a finger.
I did suggest that.
Yeah?
Would have saved a lot of time if we just had beaten the shit out of Greg.
It would be a lot. Well, no, because you got to wait for the bruises to develop, and sometimes they're just yellow at first before they go that really pretty blue.
He's supposed to show that he is freshly beaten up, and I could just have freshly beaten him up.
Oh no, he's not freshly beaten up. We've been beating him up over a long period of time.
Have we?
I don't know. It looked like we had him hanging there for days. The picture I posted. Nope. Anyway, so I might have started a bit of religious debate, but history is history. The important thing now is we are still religiously and politically neutral in the village.
Yeah.
Believe in what you want to believe in, that's fine by us.
This is the kind of thing we don't take part in, but I find it somewhat amusing.
Tell me. I'm needle binding you.
You know the T-shirt with Thor holding his hammer, and the text is, your God is nailed to a tree and mine has a hammer. Any questions?
I saw that. Oh no, your God is a corpse nailed to a tree. It said, somebody posted that little meme.
Yeah, no, that sort of thing, you're going to have them because the Viking Age is a time when you go from one religion to another, and it doesn't necessarily always go peacefully.
Hey.
So,
speaking of the dead monk, he's not dead. He's
not a monk anymore.
No, we've converted him.
We haven't beaten him up regularly.
That would be a hot chocolate.
He's a hot chocolate monk. No, I was talking about the debate I started, apparently. No. But actually, there was one person that made a very good comment about it. You know, everybody should be at peace. Yes. We wholeheartedly agree with you. And I wrote, no monks were harmed during the making of this documentary. You look okay anyway. We just converted you. No, but they actually did write in back that said, no, we get that completely. And yes, everything's happy and fine and dandy. We just wanted to point it out. But yeah, you know, history is history. So let's see if there's any debate about that. A beaten up monk is best fresh. We were talking about that, whether we should have you freshly beaten. But I said, no, we couldn't freshly beat you. He thought that would have been easier than makeup. But then we'd have to wait for the bruises to turn blue and the swelling to take effect. Actually, we didn't really put too much swelling.
Runa still has, he hit me in the hand.
Yeah?
And there is still no bruise from that, and that was a shield.
Yeah, see, no, it was makeup was the way to go.
Might be that Greg's body is just a little bit slow.
Might be blowing in the microphone. Sorry, I have to fix the microphones. There. Oop, there we go, a little higher. Let's see. Oh no, so we went with the paint, but I said my mic might be gotten a little too good because it looked pretty
Looked a
impressive.
bit beaten up, didn't I?
You did. You looked properly pummeled. Oh, but then I was saying, yeah, no, but he said you're supposed to look like that because you're freshly beaten up, and I said no. We want it to look like we've been beating you up for a long period of time.
Well, there was a mixture of both. There was blood, there was bruises, everything was on there.
The dirt in there, too, all decorated with wool and dirt.
God.
How long did it take you to get that out of your robes, Jedi boy?
Oh shit, I haven't washed my robes yet.
And
well,
she's like doing this, just put that in there. Like, it's not easy to clean the wool.
luckily she didn't rub the mud into the wool.
Oh,
She just rubbed the mud into my face.
We were digging in the fire pit to get some ash to put on your face, too. Oh, it was funny. How was it dying?
Interesting.
Yeah? Did they actually kill you in the end?
No, they didn't. They left me alive.
They just dragged you around?
They just dragged me around.
And kicked you a bit?
And kicked me a bit.
Yeah, I saw Albert kicked you. That looked a little too enthusiastic.
Yeah, Albert's. Well, he also punched me, and the
Not the
punch
Albert in the
was
chat.
punch was actually not drawn very much backwards. So it was quite a solid punch.
What was the other Albert, by the way? Better mud than sheep poop, says Peruta.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
Is that maybe what she was trying to insinuate that it was when she started putting wool on you? Because I thought wool on you was a good one.
Maybe, it could be. I mean, she did say that that's where I was sleeping, so, I mean, that would make sense.
I'm just frustrated that we got the sheep poop idea now and not when we were actually doing it.
Oh, but there will be more
I
filming
think I would have drawn the line at that one, Karl.
We can keep going, even if he gets holes in his monk gear. We can still mud gear. That's pretty good too. Albert, the other Albert says, "How are you doing, Greg?" And also, hi from Ina. Hello, Ina.
Hello, both of you. I'm doing okay, I believe.
Yeah, he's recovered. See,
Yeah.
he's having hot chocolate. He's good. Ron is having breakfast with sourdough toast, cottage cheese, and raspberries. Oh, I had cottage cheese yesterday. Okay. Oh, your socks are in the post, says Peruta.
Thank you, Peruta.
Somebody got him dressed. Oh shit! Where did I put yours? The green ones.
I have no idea.
I think they're at home on the table. I forgot to bring those. I didn't even not think about bringing those today one bit. Anyway,
That's okay.
that's all right. You're coming over later.
That's all right.
And we'll do pictures. Let's see. What else would... God promised to get rid of all the wicked people. Odin promised to get rid of all the frost giants. See any frost giants around, says Torben. Yeah, okay.
I like that one.
That was good. Lisa Turo is going to come tomorrow. She's one of the, she's been coming here, I think she's been here 4 times already, but she comes here quite a bit. She and her family. You'll recognize them when they're here.
I probably will.
But frequent, recurring tourists anyway, but she's applying to be a freeman. So they've been collecting their gear and everything, and they're almost good to go. So
lovely jubbly.
yeah, so hopefully we'll be seeing him in a house sometime soon.
And Abby Dozy.
Lyra's here. She said she misses all the good episodes. Every time I go to an event, I think, "Hi, Greg."
Hello.
Every time she goes to an event, she thinks, "Hi, Greg."
Yep, I think so. I like to read it that way. How you interpret it is up to you. Let's see. Nella is here. Hello, Nella. And can I show how I do finish 2 + 2? Yeah, I can. Okay. Now I have to put in. I've been doing this over 3 stitches.
And this is where Karl and I go.
Yep. Just drink your coffee there, pal. No, your hot cocoa.
Hot chocolate.
Okay, so I have 3, but I need 4 loops. So I'm just gonna add one. I can pick this out later. Just so now I have added one. Oops. Are you? Oh yeah, he's going straight over there where the smoke will blow into the camera.
Well, I tell you what.
Okay, so now I have 4
there,
loops.
I'm like
So
that.
2 on my thumb, and the 2 behind my thumb. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you do finish 2 + 2, you very often do an F2 connection, which means you're connecting to 1 new one and 1 old one, if you can see that. The old one meaning the one that I've been in. There, let's see if I can hold it this way. 1 new one, 1 old one. Anyway, so you do F2, and then you leave those 2 on the front of your thumb, and then you do the 2 behind your thumb. So you're picking 2. I'll show you which way if you're not sure which ones those are, but that's loop 3 and 4 if you think of it that way. And then you turn and you go forward just like in Oslo. So you're going under the first 2 loops there and under this one as well, unless you want a braided edge, then you do that. But it's called a plaited edge, but it's because when you look on the back side it looks plaited. So if you're not sure which one it is, I'm just gonna pull that stitch out before I screw up this hat, because I'm working in Mommin, which is over 3 stitches, not 4. Let's see. Okay, so when you look at the top of your work, you've got your leader yarn. You can put that down. And you've got loop 1. I have to point with the needle and hold it straight. There. It's hard to see with this color, but you got loop 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these first 2 loops are the ones that go on your thumb. 1 and 2 go on your thumb in that order. And then 3 and 4 are the 2 in the back. But if you're not sure which, just follow the thread of those loops. There's, you see there, maybe it's not focusing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's finish 2 plus 2. Are you at Zen now? It looks peaceful in the grass. Look at this one.
I'm very peaceful.
You're very...
I could sleep.
Better get you a Viking cup. It almost,
Right,
from
yeah.
this angle, it almost looks like we cut your hair.
Does
Super
a little
short.
bit,
You
but
look
it's
like you
not-
just went. You also look like you got 20 years younger.
I do?
Yeah, because you look so young there.
Oh, right, okay.
If he was 20 years younger, it would be about 5.
8. Are you 28?
8.
Jeez, man, do your math. Okay, let's see.
I need to just point out
Pentecost.
very briefly what
Yeah.
I nearly said to Karl the other day, and I'm not sure I told you because I don't think you were here yet.
Oh, I might need to know these things.
Someone came into the shop, and Karl and I were stood next to each other, and he had been on my tour, and he looks at Karl and he says, "Oh, who's this young man who I have here?"
Who's it? Wait, no.
And my initial gut response, as soon as he said it, I didn't say it out loud, but I was about this close from doing it, was, "Oh, this is my father."
You could have gone with grandfather and they would have believed you.
The response would have been you wish anyway.
Sorry, what? Okay, I'll put it back. You can hide. What was Pinsa in English? Pinsa, which is the holiday weekend we're on now, is Pentecost.
Or wit.
Is it what you
Wit,
say?
Whitsun.
Wit? Wits? Wits? Is that a British thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wit? Are you spell it W-I-T?
W-H-I-T, I think.
W-H-I-T?
Whitsun.
Whitson?
My calendar is
I learned
English
something
for
new.
some reason.
Huh?
My calendar is English for some reason.
British English when you say English? I'm just messing with the guy over here that thinks there's only one version of English.
I've never said there's only
No,
one version.
no,
I
that's
just say
you.
that there's
No, there
there's
is-
British English
Yeah.
and there's mistakes. It's quite easy.
I'm kind of with him on this one. There is one original and there is a lot of bad copies.
No, yeah, it was Annabelle too. They was I speak the Queen's English.
Oh, wit. Sunday.
With Sunday, no.
It's Wit Saturday today, Wit Sunday tomorrow, and then it's Wit Monday on Monday.
I think we just have the one day. It's I don't know when, but it's late. Was it Memorial Day weekend in the United States though? So, happy Memorial Day weekend to all those who just had it. I think that was last Monday.
And if I am not mistaken,
Pentecost or Whit
this
Sunday.
is not something that normal people actually celebrate, but what they are celebrating is the return of the Holy Spirit to
Not sure if they can hear you.
teach the disciples to speak languages.
Something like
Like
that.
English?
Not English, I think. Maybe English too, but that would be a very old version of English before they got all the...
So we could
Norse
reenact this by Greg
influence.
teaching us all how to speak the proper English?
Well, if we're going to real proper English, even I don't speak that because it's 1,000 years out of date.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody does anymore.
Well, old English, like in Beowulf.
Yeah.
And the poem
I don't know if
about
you're visible,
what's
if
his
you're
face
just
who lost at the Battle of Marlborough, Battle of Malden.
There's a Battle of Marlborough. That sounded like a tobacco fight.
Well,
Continue. Sorry.
there is so much English history I could use to correct that mistake, but I'm not.
If you come over here, I can read the
That
chat.
type of English sounds to me more like Dutch than English.
Really?
It's not Dutch, but it's kind of tastes Dutchy.
Dutchy, isn't that something that royal gets?
Dutchy.
No, well, you're not royal if you're just a duke.
There's a folk song called "Dancing at Whitsun" about English village ladies performing the traditional dances by themselves because most of the village men didn't come back from World War II. Do you know about this, Brit Boy?
It sounds familiar.
Are you sure it's not World War One?
Could be.
Because in World War One they made
You have to come over here because otherwise I have to keep turning the camera so they can hear you.
in World War One, units that were signed up together served together.
This way.
So if you have a bad attack where a unit is completely obliterated, you have completely removed all the men from one village. They kind of learned from their mistakes in World War II, so they used units that were comprised of people from
World War
many
One. She
different,
corrected it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I read World War II. It's WWI. It's I misread it. So that one's on me. Rhonda knows her stuff.
1 and 2 are so close
bit like
together. That's
Frisian.
why I make the mistake all the time.
No, I still got to get
We
those
are
glasses sorted.
in 2022 now, right?
Greg, I love the
No, I
hat.
believe.
Oh no, it says Greg. I love the hat, says Garcia.
What hats? This is my hair.
That's
That means she loves his head.
she loves his head. It's a nice hat. We like Karl's hat. She
I mean,
might
thank
like my
you,
hat.
but it is definitely not a hat.
No, it's a hat. The red is even gone now.
Yep, finally.
Yeah.
Took what, 2 years?
There's a story I'm going to ask you about from the. Oh no, I think it's Greg that's gonna or Karl that's gonna tell it.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna go back and see if I got everyone here. Kiwi's here, by the way. She's multitasking, watching this and working on a spiral decoration for her Finnish Iron Age shawl. Oh, pretty. I still have to finish a shawl. I think I've got so many started, but. Hey, Runa.
Hello.
We've discussed religion and how I might have started how we beat up the monk, and I might have started a religious battle on Facebook, but it looks like we've survived because we are religiously neutral here.
Yeah.
No, I think I got most of it. Okay. Charlotte's been to a Viking grave today. Which one did you go to? Probably could have looked up at her location and figured that out.
I just saw she went over the Atlantic.
She went over the Atlantic?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
wow.
where.
The Atlantic is a very big Viking grave.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so bad. He looks so proud of himself too for coming up with that one.
Yeah, maybe the biggest of them all.
And Rhonda's knitting another blanket square. Oh, I did one of those blankets and I probably won't do it again because I got so tired of making squares. But that was crochet. Oh, Lindsay made it! Yay! It's been a little while there.
Just
Hoofdhammer.
ask Charlotte, where has she been?
Hoofdhammer. Do you know that
Hoofdhammer.
one? She did write up way in the beginning where she was
I
at.
saw her Instagram and she's on a boat.
She's on a boat. Yeah, she said she was on a ferry.
Oh.
Because right before she said she might lose connection. Where was it? Austevoll. Austevoll.
Yeah.
Have you been to that one, that grave? Hammer. Sorry, she's a Hammer.
Huh?
Hammer. Hoofdhammer. Oh, Hoofdhammer is supposed to be Hammer. Okay. So it's the upside down Viking ship. That's actually the Olympic arena, I think.
Yeah, that's Hamar, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Hoofdhammer is Austevoll. It's west of here.
Oh, okay.
I
Rena-
suppose.
Renaissance festivals are over for the season and she has Saturdays free again, says Lindsay. Yay! I have not been to a Renaissance festival in a long time. I missed the Tunsberg one this weekend. But that's not Renaissance, that's medieval. If you tell them it's Renaissance, then they just flip out. No, thou shalt not mix Renaissance with medieval. Would you like to, you look like you're dying to say something, Karl.
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm very confused of the American use of the term Renaissance Festival because almost nothing they do there has anything to do with the actual Renaissance.
No? Would you care to elaborate?
It's Viking, medieval, and high fantasy. It's very, very little Renaissance.
I may or may not have seen a stormtrooper at one of these events.
Oh, God.
It's true, actually. And that was in Norway.
Okay, that has more to do with the Renaissance than the rest of the things I mentioned. Because it's afterwards.
No, there was the Oslo Medieval, no, it was the Tønsberg Medieval Festival anyway, so you get customers who are visiting there, so it's not the participants, it's the customers. But then you had Luke Skywalker, and of course the Stormtrooper, yeah. You have, this is this other one, okay, no, a later one, the Oslo Medieval Festival. Then you saw, what is the girl's name in Brave? Meridia, I think. Oh, so she had like the big Meredith. No, was it Meredith? That was Meridia.
I think it's Meredith.
Ah. But she had this bright, big, curly red wig on, and then this dress that looks just like her, though. So she looks like straight out of Disney. My kids wanted a picture with her, but she was just a participant. She wasn't part of the event. She was just visiting. And then in Hammer, of course, we have Death. Death is my favorite one, though. He kind of fits in the medieval period, though, because he's supposed to represent the Black Plague. Oh, yeah. So he kind of runs around with his sickle, and my kids decided to mimic him one year. So Death had mini deaths for 2 years, for 1 year. Meridia, see, Merida, I was right, not Merida, Merida. Okay, Merida. Merida. So we were both wrong. I was closer than you were, though. I just want to rub that in there. I know I'd like to say I know my Disney, but this brings me back to a certain Trivial Pursuit game that I lost.
This Trivial Pursuit things again, aren't they?
Yeah, that's where I lost big time. And I told Karl he and his outdated encyclopedia could just fuck off.
I thought it was you and the outdated encyclopedia you
wrote in on. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay, so Karl, there's a story you got to tell. Let me go back up and find it. I get it correct as Pruda is requesting. Can you ask Karl about the milk tooth story?
Huh? Milk tooth?
The milk tooth story. Do you remember telling a story about a milk tooth? Maybe. Okay, so you have to write if this is the wrong one. Do you think it has any? No, it would be a milk tooth. I was going to say the one where the guy dies.
No. The Viking Darwin Award. No, that was not probably
the Viking Darwin Award. That was a good one.
That's probably not a milk tooth because the guy he was fighting was one of the kings of Scotland, and I guess he had all of his teeth.
Oh yeah, the guy who was the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that one I liked. Yeah.
I don't know what she means with the milk tooth
okay,
story.
You have to elaborate, Pruda. Adrian is here, by the way. Hello, Adrian. He said, have you guys ever considered promoting Njardarheimer at the Midgard's Blute Metal Festival? I actually had flyers here from Midgard's Blute when I was braiding once to go there, but I don't know if they want us...
I don't think we are doing anything purposefully.
Because you had two...
you have a big overlap. You have a lot of people who go to both.
Yeah.
So,
and it takes place at Midgard Viking Center, which I don't know if they'd prefer. That was a Heidi in the background. Hi, Heidi! She's way over there now. See if I can turn the camera. There she is. No, she's too fast. She's on a mission. Is she making you dinner?
Yeah.
Let's see how many people I can get sick. Okay, seasick by the thing. Okay. Oh, Roger is here, my friend from Huntington Beach. Hello, Karin, and highly appreciated talking re-encyclopedia, Karl. You are the highly appreciated talking encyclopedia.
Thank you.
The Americans have a high opinion of you, Karl. There's a reason he's my friend. Roger took us to Disneyland. I think twice, maybe, actually. My ex and I, when we were visiting down there. I don't think Merida. I cannot say that name. I don't think Merida was around then, though. It was a while ago.
I haven't seen that movie, but I watched... I followed down a YouTube rabbit hole with experts commenting about movies.
Yeah?
And there was this expert archer who was commenting about archery in movies, and he was not happy about it, except for Brave, where they did everything correctly.
Ah.
I saw that yesterday latest.
Did you?
Yeah. No, not the movie, but the expert commenting. And I saw another expert commenting on spear fights and sword fights.
Yeah?
The spear fight is the best, he said, the best spear fight he saw, it's in Troy, between Achilles and...
Hector?
Hector, yes.
I think they did a lot of research on that one, did they not?
Yeah,
well, yes, and they did something pretty smart. They learned longsword techniques for spear fighting.
Yeah?
Because we know the historical longsword techniques from 1400. We have absolutely no idea about Greek spear fighting. But in a duel with spears, you kind of have to treat it, well, it's not like it's rocket surgery. If you're using a pointy thingy that is long to poke people, then it doesn't really matter much if it's a long sword or a spear.
I keep needle binding reindeer hair into this hat. We're sitting on reindeer fur. Okay, I think we got the
But
clarification.
they had a gentleman's agreement, didn't they? These two,
Oh,
Which do what?
Brad Pitt and whoever played Hector.
what was the gentleman's agreement?
I think it was something like. Didn't you tell me it, or someone else, or did I read it somewhere?
You probably have it from some other source than me,
Okay.
because what kind of agreement?
Yeah, what kind of agreement did they have?
Basically, their agreement was that they wouldn't hold back, but they would try, obviously, not to hit each other. And every time they did hit one or the other, they had to pay $100 to the other person.
Ooh, that's a good fine among millionaires.
I think that Brad Pitt owed the guy who played Hector something around $600 or $700, and the other guy owed him nothing.
And how much did Brad Pitt make off this movie?
Oh God, it's more than enough to pay off several of them, I would say.
I guess it was worth it, and $600 or $700 wouldn't really get you far in the hospital system
No.
over there.
And who won that battle?
Yeah, who did win, huh?
Achilles.
Yep. Okay, I
Because
think.
he hit him more times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Pruda says, I heard that Viking. Oh yeah, that one. I heard that Viking adults bought milk teeth from children as good luck talismans. I've heard something about children's milk teeth, but I don't know what I heard it in association with. But do you know? Karl looks like you got him.
I haven't heard about this. That doesn't mean it's not true. It just means that I haven't heard about it.
You've
So,
stumped Karl.
I would like to know whatever the sources are for this.
Okay, send anything you can find on it, and we'll make Karl do homework. Because you have so much time on your hands these
If we
days.
see our private German here, we can ask him.
Yeah, I did tell Holger I was going on YouTube. He promptly said, "I'm a man of results," and left. So Holger's back, if you remember, the mayonnaise, his storyteller.
Mayonnaise king.
Yeah, the mayonnaise king. No, he was trying to get away from the mayonnaise troll, but he is back.
Who's the mayonnaise troll?
It's somebody apparently that he worked with at one point that had a Viking that had a strong fondness for mayonnaise and walked around with buckets of mayonnaise all day long, and that's all they ate. I think there's some elaborating on this story.
I think there must be.
Okay, so we have to look into the... Oh, Aunt Bonnie's here. Did Heidi finish her wrist warmers? That
question.
wasn't Heidi last week. That was Alexandra Mink, but I think Heidi was making some too, wasn't she?
Dress, she's making a dress.
She's making a dress now. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's effective.
Well, if you ask her, she will say no. If you ask me, I don't dare to say anything.
Man, you've been trained.
He's been trained wisely.
I don't know if you caught that, but he says, if you ask me, I don't dare say anything. Wise men tell no dead men tell no tales.
Dead
Right.
men definitely tell no tales, but wise men don't either. Because otherwise they will be dead men.
No, but Heidi usually finishes her projects, I think.
Yeah,
I'm the one with the UFOs. So I think it's a safe bet that she probably has. We have to see if we can find one. Oh, Charlotte is on her way out the door, so we'll see her soon.
Binding anything for a long time. So.
No, but she's been sewing clothes for the new
Yeah.
season. And if you look at the state of Karl and my clothes, we definitely need it. I've started repairing a bit more, but now he's ripping holes. They're coming in like 2 holes for every...
One that you repair.
Okay. About sleeves.
Yeah, what did you do?
Well, when I guide, I have my cape over this arm. So generally this hand is pretty pale and this hand is pretty
You
brown.
can see it
Oh
in the
my
screen.
God.
Yeah,
But
no.
now, because my sleeves are kind of fucked, I have rolled them up on, not on this side, but on this side. So now I have a brown hand, a sunburnt arm, and a white hand. I'm looking more and more patchwork.
I was
going
gonna say you're displaying some really nice sunburn on your forearm here.
Yes.
You can even see the line from it. Just because you rolled
So,
up your sleeve for a
Maybe you
couple
want to
days.
repair my sleeves, woman?
Maybe you want to learn how to do the dishes, bitch.
No, I'm perfectly happy having bad sleeves as long as you keep doing the dishes.
You're making me look, and you want me to wear. You're going to owe me a lot of silver for this, by the way. I noticed we got new jewelry in the store. Did you see that? Unfortunately, the pieces I like the most are bronze. But there's like a really the peacock one. If you've ever seen.
I saw that, and I was.
There's 2 of them in there. I have no idea how much they are, but they're like this big, and it's elaborate.
Okay, well, let me at least get one of them because I want to get it for Mum's birthday.
Okay.
Because she has a thing about peacocks.
You might need to get it. Well, she could have some more upstairs, but anyway, I have to go and see what else she got though. But
well, don't worry, I'm gonna get it on payday. So
yep. Or have somebody set it aside for you because according to Tamara today, the jewelry was flying off the shelves.
I know it was. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, it's really cool stuff though. But it's probably because we got a new selection. Oh, you have a little bumblebee on your. He's kind of sticking in there pretty good. Okay. He's on the ground now. No, he's right there. He just looks a little weak, that's all. But he was really stuck on there. Karin, I have more UFOs than Roswell, New Mexico. I like her. Oh, we could form a support group, Rhonda. Okay. Lyra's also been sewing for 3 days. I've been patching, but every time I patch, I get a new hole. So, Karl, what are your thoughts about... Oh, yeah, no, we have to kind of go into this. The Depp versus Heard trial. Any comments?
That has...
everything to do with Vikings.
Extremely little to do
I think he
with
played a
Vikings.
pirate once. Is that good enough?
No,
all right, what's your thoughts on the Depp versus Heard trial?
Let's say that quality matters. If you have a lot of money, you get good lawyers. And if you have like... minus 8 millions, you get Amber Heard's lawyers.
I think
not that I think she would have won if she had had his lawyers, but at least she would have been able to put up more of a fight.
Yeah.
Because that was basically a massacre from one end to the other.
Yeah.
I saw some of these YouTube videos about from the court. It looked just ridiculous.
All I could think of through the whole thing is somebody just ruined her career.
Yeah.
I think, I don't think anybody wants to watch anything with her in it
anymore. Not going to be remembered for Aquaman after this.
No, that's what my kid even said. She was willing to ditch a couple of superhero movies because of that. Did you rescue the bee?
Almost.
Yeah.
Trying to.
He just looks kind of sedated over there.
Yeah. He needs some sugar water.
Save the bees. Torben went to the bathroom and came back, and all I heard Karl was saying, "Now I have a brown hand," and I thought, geez, why don't they don't even use toilet paper? Okay, so just want to point out the very historically accurate toilet we have right there, that little cluster there. Oops, there it is. And there's a little sign that I embroidered a long time ago. I have to kind of make a new one, I think, though, with a Viking that somewhat looks like Georg, but we shall not, we're not sure about this anyway. Sitting on a toilet, and Georg promptly says it is him. Let's see. What else do we have up here? Oh, Lindsay's introduced her boyfriend to what UFO means. That's a good audio. It's good training. So you guys know what UFOs mean now, don't you? You guys all learned?
See, I'm just thinking unidentified flying objects. What
Unfinished
the hell?
object.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
we should probably move him. We're gonna sit on him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Where are the Vikings beekeepers? Any proof of it? Oh, we've had. This is a good question actually, because we sell honey and a lot of Viking markets sell honey.
Probably not. Beekeeping was done, but for the south, not up here. It seems. You can do it up here, and I don't think you need any kind of rocket surgery to do it up here. But I don't think there is any evidence that the Vikings did. So honey was probably import wares. Or you also would have access to wild honey, but I don't know how common wild beehives was in the Viking Age. I honestly have no idea.
I saw what Aylin brought in some new honey. She makes honey. Bees. Her bees make the honey anyway.
Makes bees?
She has. They farm bees or whatever I want to say. They farm honey one way or the other. But anyway, she brought in a new one called Viking honey, and it's creamy-looking white honey. And I have people asking, "Is this actually honey?" Do you know the difference between that one and the other? I cannot remember. You had some once.
I'm not sure, but I believe that what Elin does with her honey is basically to blow air into it, so it gets more fluffy.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's it.
Because she's got the regular version too, but this one is.
It is normal honey with no additives, but it is.
But it's definitely not
fluffy and
see-through.
hairy.
Yeah. It looks a bit like cream, like kind of a whipped cream in a jar or something, or frosting.
It's not like you need any kind of conservatives in honey anyway, because honey is a conservative.
Oops, blowing in the microphone, sorry. Mead is fermented honey, right? So how would they make the mead then?
By buying honey.
By buying honey.
Maybe that's the reason why a lot of people think that Vikings always drank mead, but
Yeah.
they rarely drank mead because it's too expensive.
Mead is the
Yeah, we covered that
super
one earlier,
special
actually.
party drink. You drink ale all the time, and a really strong ale around midwinter and midsummer at least. But mead is very, very special.
As we were talking about that once at Torben's podcast, the Quarantena Pills, they had suggested that Vikings drank more ale than mead, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
But then we solved that one by saying mead was expensive. This might be bigger than I thought this hat
It's
was going to be.
expensive and it's also very, very strong. So if
it's
you, not to insult any Russians, because vodka is even stronger,
Yeah.
but you can't drink mead instead of water. You can drink ale instead of water. You will be slightly buzzed all the time, but you're not running around throwing up on people.
No. Okay, let's see. Mostly ale. Whipped honey. Oh, I like that name. Yeah, whipped honey. That actually sounds like what that would be. It's really good though. Lyra's done 0 nalbinding since summer vacation started, and she's sad. Only sewing and tablet weaving. All my friends need fancy things. Oh, I agree with you there. So speaking of things I did not do that was not needle binding, or did that was not needle binding, I have to show you this. Okay, there's a little feud going on with the crazy bead lady Lisa Nilsson, otherwise known as Trollsmed. She makes great beads, by the way. I don't know. She likes to stir up drama just for the fun of it for tourists. She likes to run around and ask people how much they want for their children, and then she's gonna eat them or something. I don't know. Anyway, so she used to tease me about my kids or tease my kids, etc. in the same way. So I sent my kids off with a piece of chalk to her house, and they drew all over it. Anyway, and then she just started decorating my cats with beads, and it kind of goes back and forth anyway. But some of the drawings actually turned out pretty cool. She brought me some material. Actually, this is way back in the beginning of this YouTube thing that we showed that she threw some fabric over the fence. It was like it's an old sheet or something anyway, so it's not super expensive fabric or anything. But she wanted me to make a easy dress out of it that she could just get sloppy for working with the pottery and clay that she does as well. Anyway, the bag has disappeared. I think somebody might have thought it was garbage. I've looked everywhere, everything. I cannot find it. So what she wanted was the embroidery. So I embroidered some of the drawings that my kids had on the house. Of course, this I added color. So this is Lisa. You can tell she's the crazy bead lady because she's carrying beads. And she's running away so that her hair flies from 2 cats. Yes, those are my cats. I tried to make it look like stick figures when I made it because we didn't want too detailed drawings on her house. So I tried to use the Bayou stitch. This one is not, I should have done it more full, I think, because I can see the material through it. But I did better on the cats. I don't know if you can see that. I'm showing my thing. So then the next panel that I have to do.
We have a Heidi.
It's a Heidi! Say hi, Heidi! We were saying you were productive.
To make dinner.
Are you? Yeah!
My eyes is,
She's got soot in your eyes?
yeah, or just a smoke. So.
Oh, yeah. Did you finish your wrist warmers? Somebody wanted to know. You were making wrist warmers probably a couple weeks ago. Yeah, when we were over there on the field. You were smithing.
I think I finished.
Yeah.
But not Ylva's.
But did you fit?
Don't tell me you're not meditating again, are you?
Pink, if they were
course.
brown
Yeah.
and pink.
Brown
they
and pink
are,
ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're done.
See, she finishes her UFOs. I don't even think we can call your projects UFOs.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
More projects.
I've finished one more.
You did? What'd you make?
The addict's at it again.
Ah, the
It was,
dress. Yeah.
Cut it last summer.
Yeah.
So it
It looks
lay
good though.
a long time.
But it didn't look like this, which is what happens when you don't do that. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Showing off the entrance to the Lardal tunnel there.
Was I showing you my Lardal tunnel? Karl is sitting there and I'm holding up my dress here. I'm crossing my legs as far as they'll go, pal. He looks very amused. That's all right. I think you might have seen that tunnel before. This is the other panel. This was the other one. So this is the crazy bead lady in a tree. I have to put more leaves on it. And this is a cat that's going to be in the tree. You can see a cat climbing up the tree, and there's going to be a whole slew of cats around here chasing her. So there is actually a chalk drawing of this, but I made it a little bit more elaborate with the leaves. So that's the second panel. It's like this. I might put a border in between. I did cheat though, I used cotton yarn on this. This is done in, for people who can, this is the bayou stitch. These, bayou stitch I would think they have. This one I don't think they had anywhere near in the Viking Age. It's this pearl stitch, I think it's called. It's actually raised. You can see that? And this is change or slip stitches here too. I think it's chain stitch though, just for speed. And all of the lines are done in stem stitch. So the next thing, she's got one more panel down there, and she's got something similar to that Aegis symbol that she wanted. It's not the Aegis, what is it called? Agus? Yeah. The one that everybody has tattooed, and it's not
Vegvisir?
Vivisir, yeah. But it's not a Vivisir, the one that she has. It's an older version of it, so she wants to put that on there in the bottom. So, but anyway, I thought I would make her that to tie her off a little bit. So, because I was on a mission from God this week, apparently. I did all that in 3 days. I actually got work done too, which is amazing. But so my needle binding suffered. So now I have to fold that up. So there you go. There's my embroidery. Thank you. My boss looks at it and she says, "Wow, you're actually pretty good." What the hell do you think you're hiring here? No, I couldn't. And then her husband comes over and he says, "That looks great. Where's mine? How come you don't ever make me one of those?" So I promptly asked him, "What has he done for me lately?" With Olaf. I don't see no rings on these fingers. There's a lot of lines I could say there. Okay. I'll go back up again and see what I missed. Yeah, it was Lisa Nilsson. Trollsmith. Are you going to play? Oh, good. You're just in time. We have 13 minutes.
I'll go and get my horse.
Ah, yeah. If you've seen Trollsmed on Etsy, it means trolling the Trollsmith, actually. Trollsmed. She does wonderful, wonderful beadwork. You should see them. Oh, she does lots of other things too. She works with clay too. What's the Lardal Tunnel? Lardal is a city near here. It's actually spelled L-A-E. The A-E is one letter. And then otherwise correctly the way you have it, R-D-A-L. It is a 26.5 kilometer long tunnel between Aurland and Lardal. But that's not what Karl said it was. I'm sorry, Karl. Lower what's in your hand and make that look again. Would you like to explain what you thought the Lardal Tunnel was?
What are you talking about, woman? Of course I know what the Lardal tunnel is.
No, it was when I lifted up the bottom of my dress to show him.
Yeah.
Okay, anyhow, Crazy Bead Lady Rule 34. Oh, Karin Hollick is here. She says she's working on kumihimo cord. I can never say that. 8 strands, 8 strands, 2 colors, blue and yellow. Oh God, those are cool. My kids were starting to do that. I only did 1 cord.
Green team again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lindsay's worn a hole in one of her aprons, so it'll be likely. Would it be likely to have been patched visibly or another color or hidden? You can go both. Karl, show me your knee. Show up your knee, the one with the patch on it. You can see it on there?
Show the knee, Karl.
Yeah, but you gotta... Oh yeah, show the crotch holes too. That's good, Karl. Speaking of Lardal tunnels, there you go. So that's one where the patch is under the material, so you can try to hide it a bit that way. Or you have the, if I go up a bit here and make everybody seasick, you can patch on top. Okay, Louise is here. I can stop babbling. Are you gonna play us some music?
Yeah.
Are you gonna accompany her? You guys have been working on your group, the I don't know, or what did you?
No.
Did you find a group
We
name yet?
haven't started yet.
Do you know that little video with you drumming in his ear on Facebook, by the way, has already reached 420,000 people now?
Oh.
Your 15-second video, that is that you beat Einar Selvik by, like, you kicked him 4 times over in the ass. The only thing is he's got, Einar Selvik has about and he's got a lot more reactions than you. So the hearts and the likes and the comments and stuff, if you add those to that post,
But we need more viewers. All of you
Yeah.
should go to the, where is it?
it's on Viking Valley Facebook
Viking Valley
page.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Put a heart.
Put a little heart on the video, put a little comment in there. One of them wanted to marry you, by the way, and wanted to know if you were single. One of them said, well, I was never much for drumming, but you know, I guess Vikings like it. I told him that fortunately you knew how to play the flute too. Anyway, so if you put a bunch of reactions on that, then you guys are going to pass
Share
on
it
your Selvig.
with everyone.
Oh yeah,
Share
share it
with your
everywhere.
friends and to your family members, please.
It's only 15 seconds, they can get through it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you can play.
Well,
Okay, I would buy that album. I just want to say, no, seriously, that was really good. You guys not
Not
only been
bad.
practicing, but you rocked it.
Yeah.
I would buy that. I would buy that.
it's because we have the same tune.
Same
The-
key.
Yeah,
The same. Is
key.
it the same key? I was just
Yeah.
gonna ask. Is there a
So
key
we don't
shifter?
need to do anything, just play and then it's already sound good.
Yeah.
Holy crap! No, that was really cool. And so then I heard you had a Viking orchestra here earlier when we had our village's 5-year anniversary. By the way, so yay! We've been open for tourists for 5 years with houses. Don't get too excited over there, Karl.
This is my excited face.
No, he's not lying.
I really don't want to know how you know that.
Isn't he cute? Talking about my Lardal tunnel over there. Did you guys? Who else? Tamara was playing with the flute too.
Yeah.
We have to get her into the Viking world. I mean, she's been
Yeah.
in Gudvangen for a long time, working over at the hotel, but now she's working at the Viking shop this year. So we just need to get her all dressed up, and she could be Viking.
So we have flutes.
Just
So tell me, what did I miss? Because I was in Vestby, I missed it.
Tamara just spent most of her monthly salary on buying flutes.
Oh yeah. But she's been doing music for a
Well,
long time.
you missed it because you were in Vestby, and I missed it because nobody told me about it.
It was in the meeting.
About
I wasn't in the meeting
Why weren't you in the meeting?
because I had a day off.
Dinners,
Ask for a referat.
It's my very cunning plan to keep Greg out in the cold. I give him the day off when we have the meeting, and then I very cunningly don't tell him until I send him, "Hey, Greg, are you coming?" message. Way too late.
Oh, I think that actually makes a lot of sense. I think that's exactly what Karl did.
Yes.
And I go, coming
Because
to
I'm
what?
famous for being devious.
So, okay, so it was Maria on drums. Who else? And
We had several drums, many drums. We have like 3-4 drums now.
oh
We
wow,
have 2 flutes and 2 harps. So we have a whole symphonic orchestra here.
and no musicians.
and
No
no
music.
musicians.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a guy on the Viking Valley Facebook customer or whatever, but a fan anyway, has been writing in rather emphatically ever since he saw you guys drumming, or you drumming really loudly, and Bruna playing that. He wants to know if we have musicians here, and I'll tell him. I said, well, it all depends on the Vikings that are here, but you guys have. If they ask around anyway, most Vikings will. A lot of the Vikings have something on them that they can play if they have time.
That's brilliant. I'm going to do that. I'm going to look up bands on Facebook. And then I'm going to comment on their page. Do you have any musicians in this band?
Thank you so much.
Well, what's your band name? Is still I don't know, or
I don't know. Oh, I'm not going to say.
Yeah, Marie
don't know.
offered
I'm not gonna
to
say.
say that we are cacophony.
Cacophony? Yeah, maybe.
Cacophony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cacophony, maybe.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
cacophony better, though. That kind of sounds something. Well, caca in Spanish, and then phony in English, which
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be like phony shit. But cacophony is good, though. Yeah, that's a good word. So we should probably get Marie on here playing too. Marie's working in. She's back.
Yeah.
She's a French guide. Oh, it smells like bacon again. That's just evil. It's so good.
Yes, someone keeps cooking bacon over there.
Yes, it smells good. That's the Viking food. Okay, let me.
You keep cooking bacon. You're making us hungry.
No bacon here. Jan's back, by the way, with the bacon. Oh, it's a very authentic Viking smell, I think. Encore, do another one. Yep, I agree. We are at 55 minutes. I'm run out of crap to say. They are actually loving you. Always humming out a vocal melody. That's so cool. That's the best I've ever heard the jaw harps sound, by the way. Oh, Roger has a comment here. I find it funny that modern fashion intentionally rips clothes while you are mending your and patching your clothes in a Viking village. It's because it's cold here.
Yeah, I mean, people who intentionally rip their clothes obviously don't have a fucking clue how to survive in cold weather.
Yep, and Rhonda's right. It's the Bayou stitch, by the way. Sorry.
Probably not been trying to guide people in minus 20 degrees.
They call it the Bayou stitch based on the tapestry. Okay, I think you guys have to do an encore because we have 5 minutes left. And that way, if you don't know another song, you have to just play the same one again.
We know.
You know more?
Yeah.
Oh, they've been busy.
Maybe.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
To start and
Oi, sorry.
No mistakes.
I think we have to practice.
No, I'm gonna call. Well, you can practice as much as you want. I like listening to it, but I'm gonna call you magician or not magicians. Well, actually both musicians and musicians. And there's still 3 minutes left. It's a typo that sounded good. Okay, bravo, you guys. Okay, no, so there's still 3 minutes left, so you have to play more. 'Cause- no, but you know what we have to do? Remember we did a video. You can play more. You don't care about him. I like her.
No, sorry.
Yeah, no. But maybe I can find a drum and you play.
Yeah, go get one. We can go over time for music. By the way, congratulations. That's our newest employee.
I'm happy to be among you. You're the best work colleague.
That's what happens when you get really good freemen.
Yeah.
You want to get the drum?
No.
No? Okay.
fun.
Snow.
I think it's going to
Kind
be
of.
a very musical summer.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's so cool. No, we have to. I was thinking the video that the little slideshow that I put out, I don't know, about a year ago with you drumming in the background, because we had to have some sort of sound file to go with the. We have to record that somewhere where the wind isn't blowing in the microphone,
Yeah,
and
we need some background.
we should
music.
definitely record those because we can use them for other
I'm gonna
things
see
too.
if I can go and save the bee's life. By
Yeah,
giving it
do you want to
each other.
show him the bee that you found?
Oh, I have honey.
It was there.
You
It
need
is.
some
The
sugar
little bee.
water.
It was that was on
Where
Greg.
you found it?
It was
On
on his
my
sleeve.
arm.
Oi.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if I can get him some
Carl?
sugar water. So I'll see you in a bit.
See you, Greg.
See you in a minute.
Do you have any parting words of wisdom, Carl? You didn't say for fuck's sake once today.
No, I didn't feel the need.
No? Any odd facts, anything you want to try to... Homework you want to give people? Or you have to look up the
No,
milk
I'm not
tooth
doing
thing.
my own homework because I can't stand listening to Whisperman.
Oh, the Snorri Sturluson. Or
No,
Egil Saga
Egil
Grimson.
Skalla Grimson.
You were going to tell the rest of that story.
Yeah, I have to get through. We have a new book in the shop that I'm going
We got
to
a lot
buy.
of new books in there.
And this one is so thin that I think I can get through it pretty quickly.
Yeah?
Ogrip. It's probably the oldest saga of Norwegian kings. It's older than the Heimskringla by quite a good margin. But it's very thin. So while the Heimskringla is like this, the Ogrip is like this. So it should be readable fairly quickly.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, I think we only have it in Norwegian. But I see it referenced as a source in almost everything I read about the Viking Age.
Really?
So it's probably like a gold on every page, I expect.
I find it rather fortunate that you know how to speak and read Norwegian.
Yes, I'm very fortunate by being Norwegian.
You can read Norwegian. So when do you read it? When you read it, do you read it like this?
I've been so tempted so many times now to just do a guided tour in the Whisper Boys.
Could you do your opening sequence before we go in the Eagles? You might have to get him a glass of water.
Welcome to Njardarheim. You probably already have a mental image of the Viking Age as a time when rough men come on their long ships, steal everything that isn't nailed to the ground, put fire to everything else, kill some people, capture other people, and in general, making a nuisance of themselves in all of Europe. That image is about 100% correct.
For fuck's sake! Okay, now we're on overtime. We can go. Oh my god, are you guys gonna come play next week?
Huh?
You're gonna play next week too?
Maybe,
Next
yeah.
Saturday? Are you here?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe you can add flute and drum.
Yeah?
Maybe. That's
You
also-
might be able to get Tamara to come in. She's usually done at 6 o'clock. It depends where she has to be
Yeah, she
after
also
too.
plays flute.
Yeah, and you play the flute too. Well, how she can do that and the flute at the same time, that's gonna be a trick.
No.
Just stick it in her nose and
We had Verdina. What did she play? She played.
She
flute
played two
with,
flutes with her nose.
With
Huh?
she did. She did
cheese
this.
doodles in her nose or
No.
something.
No, it's true, I have
she,
photos.
While she ate cheese doodles, she
Yeah.
played flute with her nose. One flute on each nose and ate.
I think it's probably harder to get her to eat cheese doodles than it is to get her to
That's
play
true.
flute with her nose.
Yeah, no, that's true. Okay, I have to see what it says here, and then we go. Oh, we got a lot of claps. Roger says, again, rough men, come on. You broke Carl. Rough men, come on ships. We'll never be able to hear that again. Roger pointed that out last week or something. Every time he hears Carl say, rough men, come on sea ships.
I've
He's,
never heard that.
well, he's hearing it a little bit different. Maybe that they didn't arrive, but that they
They have
arrived.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it. I get it.
Okay.
Just so hard.
Oh.
Oh, yes, you got to come and get some books. I'm trying to put them up on the web shop. I haven't had time because basically the web shop is on back burner for most of the summer. But I've got pictures of them anyway. But you can also, Adrian, if you're looking for books, we can set up a time. We can just walk around the shop with you on FaceTime. Because if you're in Norway, the shipping isn't bad at all. But anyway, I'll try to get them posted because we've got about 20 new books at least.
Yeah, the only things that has impressed me is the Ogrip in for adults and We have some really good children's books now, both in Norwegian and
Oh, Arlene
English.
was here. Yeah, there's some children books too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of Bravos and everything. And do we sell children? Do we do Do you do children's parties too? Torben wants to know because he's got a kid.
We sell children.
You sell children? Well, Lisa wanted to buy them all. No, do you do
No,
you play at parties?
The stock is very low right now. So.
Do you do children's parties too? Torben wants to know. Asking for a friend, Torben? No. Okay. No, we gotta go. See you Saturday at 6 o'clock. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I don't know how there end.